I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Yeah, get your box the hell out of here, Pat, but say hi to me next time before you bounce. Dude, what is going on, bro? Dude, fight card of the year this weekend. For real. I'm very excited for it.
I know. This is a legit fucking card this week, dude. This is going to be, I think if we do like the end of the year, like a little year in review, this is going to be a top of the list.
100%, dude. Your guy, fucking Kamzat, is dead in the water. He's going to get smoked. We know that for sure, right?
I don't know about that, dude. As long as he just survives, like I think he's kind of survives. It's what, Thursday? So the weigh-ins were today, right?
No,
the ceremonials will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, the official weigh-ins are tomorrow?
So that's a good point. He has to make weight still. I didn't even think about that. He might drop out.
I thought they made weight on Thursday, then the ceremonial was on Friday.
No, they could weigh in like Thursday morning, and the ceremony's they could weigh in Friday morning at like 6 a.m. now. But the official ceremony is like Friday night at like 7 p.m.
Come here.
Hey! No.
Yeah, Roscoe and Zoe are just talking to the crowd.
Dude, this is Sarah's little foster puppy. Dude, what the hell is going on? Blitz. This is Blitz, dude.
Oh, look at that cute puppa.
Yeah, he's good. We should do a pet segment.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, what were we just talking about, though? Oh, yeah, so he still has to make weight, dude. There's a chance he might not even fucking show up to the fight still.
Yeah, I'm still a little nervous, to be honest with you. He just makes me so nervous before the fight, whether it be the drop for like his health issues or it's the.
Yeah, his body's looking weird. You see, he said a few weeks ago, he was like. A few weeks ago, he was like, "We all eat the same food. No one gets sick. I get sick. I get sick." Like, dude, your body's just weak, I think. Like, he almost retired because of COVID.
I think that's his issue. Because everybody says. Yeah, and then he thought he had like cancer or something. I thought he was gonna die, and I was heartbroken.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, dude. What fight are you most pumped for though on this card coming up?
This card.
Hey.
I mean, I don't know where it is. It's hard not to say the Ilya Max fight because I just want to see Max win the belt.
Yeah, me too. Although I will say, I feel like I'm slowly becoming an Ilya fan as time goes on. Like just watching his interviews. And
he's kind of like a cop.
I think he's funny.
He's just he's a knockoff of McGregor, but I think he is legit like a fantastic fighter. I'm like excited to see him fight again.
You think he's gonna point to the ground in the first 10 seconds, like he said?
If he does, dude, I'll respect the fuck out of it.
Well, I think he
will.
He's gonna go. I feel like Max shouldn't do that.
No, but then Max is gonna be like, oh well, like if you're Max and he does that, like what do you do? Because it's a really stupid thing to do, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And I was like, the fans are gonna boo you if you just don't fucking go in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I feel like the fans will never boo Max Holloway though.
No, that's what I'm saying. But everyone's gonna be like, "What are you gonna do now?" You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. But I
like. What do you say?
I said I really do think Ilya's got a good shot to stay undefeated, though. Even though Max is my favorite fighter, and it hurts me to say, Ilya seems like he's like one of these new gen, like next level guys who might be undefeated for a little while. But then again, I thought the same thing about Cody Garbrandt. So, who knows?
And you also loved Kevin Lee, too, so you don't have the best track record.
He wasn't undefeated, though, but he was young. He was fighting for the interim belt. He was fighting Tony Ferguson for the interim belt at 25 years old. I was like, oh, my God. He's not even in his prime yet. And then somehow after that, you went on like a losing streak. Who saw that coming?
Not you, obviously.
Yeah, you weren't even a fan back then, bro. You were too busy watching baseball.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Then I figured it out. I'm a late bloomer.
Yeah, it took till a global pandemic for you to become a UFC fan.
Dude, so wait, did you get my text from last Saturday? Last Saturday night?
What did they say?
It was about the last week's about Rob Font.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry, this dog's pissing me off.
It was about Rob Font.
No,
Did you
I
get
didn't
those
see
text
it.
messages?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I didn't have iMessage for a while because I just got my new phone back. So Rob Font, come to find out, there's no longer a fight at the cartel.
Really?
He fights for TriStar up in like Toronto or like something, or like Quebec or Montreal, wherever it is.
Oh, he went to Canada?
But Cater is still his. Hey, Augie. And oh, here comes Zoe. Zoe's coming up. But Cater is still his like training partner.
Yeah.
But he moved his family up to Canada to this gym.
But Cater's still at the cartel?
Trouble parents. Yeah, as far as I know, yeah. But so confused when I didn't see the cartel coach. And then I was like, and then they started talking about how he's at TriStar at this new gym with a new trainer.
Yeah, so
Trouble in Paradise?
But what I'm saying is he flies Cater in for his camps to Canada now. Like Cater's got to go to Canada for those.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, dude, like I'd be kind of pissed if I was Cater. You have this dude training in your gym every single day, like every day, not even in camp. Now you got to fly to Canada to be a good fucking training partner. Probably live in like a Red Roof Inn for a few weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
That ain't right.
the way I see it, dude, he's ranked. He's been inside the top 10. He's kind of hovered around like that top 10.
Rob Font? Yeah, Font's legit,
then-
dude. You got me onto Font too, but he's legit.
He is. He's a really good boxer, dude. Watching him box is fucking awesome. But imagine you're the coach. He goes on this has a couple really ugly losses against wrestlers, and then all of a sudden he's in the top 10 and he just goes, I'm fucking going to Canada. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
like that.
how that conversation went with him,
Yeah.
because he's 37. So if he wants to make a run here, it's now or never.
Bro, I feel like that's unloyal.
And I
though.
wonder how that all kind of played out with the head coach of the cartel losing a top 10.
I know, dude. Don't you feel like that's like unloyal? Like McGregor used to always talk out about that. Like people make it to the top and they abandon the people who got them there. I don't like that at Rob Font, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit less of a fan of him now.
I respect it. I think it takes balls to be like, hey, this isn't working. He had 2 really bad, ugly losses against wrestlers, and it never really helped. And then you saw Cater against Aljamain. Like, I have a lot of questions on what the fuck's happening at that gym.
Yeah, that's a
They
good
have
point,
their-
actually. I
like,
think you mentioned that. You mentioned that like last year too. That's a good point. They need some better coaching over there. Some better wrestling coaches. They should bring me in. I'll be the wrestling coach.
Just find them. You just get no. Yeah, they don't like Garbrandt fans up there. Dude, get like Joe Lazon, who's like a jiu-jitsu wizard, local guy. He can drive up there a couple days a week and fucking wrestle with them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what is going on at the cartel, but it sounds like there's some trouble in paradise.
Yeah, it seems like they're all just kind of built on being like good boxers and just tough, but like not great boxers. Like when Max Holloway set the record against Calvin Kattar, dude, too tough for his own good. I mean, bro probably took like 2 years off his fight career just sticking around in there because he was so tough.
That was a classic, good old-fashioned ass-kicking.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
Were you a fan of Kattar when that fight happened?
What'd you say?
Were you a fan of Kattar when that fight happened?
Yeah, I was a fan before that fight. Yeah.
All right, you're lagging
I
out
was.
real bad for me.
Local guy, good guy. How can I not? He had some good highlights, dude. That spinning elbow and that was fucking elbows. He's kind of got more of like a Muay Thai kind of style to his striking than he really does. Like Font, you can tell is like just a straight boxer, but Kattar, you can see he's got a little bit more spice, a little bit more stuff in there than just like a straight boxer.
Did you think he was going to have a shot when he fought Holloway, or did you know it was going to kind of go down like that?
I thought he had a shot because I was like, I know I've watched his fights. I know what he can do. I know what he's capable of. And then, but I really wasn't familiar with Holloway's game because think when they fought, that was 2021, early 21, I think. I was brand new to the sport.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like I've heard of Max Holloway, but like Kate, like he's the next guy, like one of those things. And then I was like, what the fuck, man? That was brutal.
Yeah. Well, Max Holloway, kind of like Jose Aldo, became a champion and was like so good so early and young that now, I mean, like when he's got so much experience now and he's still like in his physical prime. He's not even like that old yet. He's just nasty still. Like I wasn't expecting him to do Gaethje like he did Gaethje, but that was insane. And I watched that fight live. I was like,
I don't think
shocked.
anybody expected it. Nobody. I was too, dude. I literally was like falling asleep in bed, and then he knocked him out. I like jumped up in bed. I'm like, no fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that fight to go down either. I was actually worried for him. I'm always worried for the guy that goes up than the guy who stays at his weight.
Yeah, he was an underdog.
So I was a little nervous, but it gave him a little bit more juice in the punches because he's such a high volume guy at that featherweight.
Yeah. And he
Huge
was
underdog.
He was the underdog going into that too, like on the Vegas books. So like definitely no one saw that happening. And that was like a clinic too. He was like he beat him like every single round, I think. But you know what? I rewatched that fight recently. You know what I think did Gaethje in was the spinning back kick when Gaethje ducked and it hit him right in the face, right in the nose at the end of round one. I think that just smashed his nose in, and he was like shook up the whole rest of that fight.
Yeah, I don't think he probably definitely couldn't breathe out. Didn't he get nose surgery like right after that fight?
I thought he got
I
it
don't think he could
before.
breathe.
I thought he had just gotten it, but maybe he waited, saved it for after. But he definitely had like a deviated septum surgery he needed to get. For some reason, I'm thinking he got it before, and then Holloway still broke his nose straight in.
Maybe he did. I can't remember. I mean, he definitely probably broke his nose, dude. Holloway doesn't miss either. He's high volume and he's accurate.
Yeah, and say what you want about Gaethje, he ate that kick though. Like I mean, he got rocked and he showed it, but at the end of the round, but he ate it, came back, still fought hard, and he threw down at the end when Max gave. I like Gaethje. He's a good guy too. He's a true fighter.
I love Gaethje. He's a beast. I just wish he used his wrestling more. I think that's like what we're like when his career is over and done with. We're gonna be like he never really utilized his wrestling. He just said "fuck it, let's bang," and that
Yeah,
was
but he said that. He said that when the UFC signed him. He was like, someone's getting slept, me or him. Like someone's getting knocked out. He's like a D1 wrestler, a D2 wrestler. He doesn't use it at all. Like he never shoots a takedown. Even
Yeah,
if
like no one. If I
he's
like tell
rocks.
people like when you watch one of his fights, I'd be like, he actually is. He's like a world class like college wrestler, and they'd be like, no
Yeah.
way. And like, yeah, he just doesn't use it at all.
Yeah, dude, and a lot of these guys, like, they'll say they're not wrestlers, but then when they get like pieced up bad, they'll revert and do the takedown. Gaethje was getting smashed by Holloway round after round and never went for the takedown. He's going for the kill shot, which I like. And it's good for the fans, too. That's why he's a fan
Even
favorite.
if it's just
What'd you say?
yeah, that's why I completely agree. But at the same time, at least mix in a fucking look. You know what I mean? Just a
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
then he wouldn't be the
Even if
then
you don't
he
really
wouldn't
want to
be the
wrestle, just
fan
go for the
favorite that he
takedown.
is.
Shoot here or there. Just kind of. I know, but dude, he can definitely just get a submission. You know what I mean? Like, I think he should have some skill for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Especially
he'll
with,
consider
like,
that a
working,
failure.
like, with
Like,
Usman.
he doesn't want to
Same
win by
gym.
submission.
I think that's what ruined his career. Because if he did, he probably would have a world title belt around his waist.
Yeah, probably, dude.
That's my thought.
Yeah,
I
we'll
really
never
think he
know.
would be a world champion if he like utilized his wrestling and like tried.
Well, I mean, he wasn't able to do that well of defensive wrestling against Khabib, so I mean, and maybe it wouldn't have mattered when it comes to the belt. I don't know how he would have done against Islam. He didn't fight Islam, did he? No.
No,
Did he? No, he fought Khabib.
I'd love to see him.
And dude, I thought he was the matchup. I was like, yo, we've never seen Gaethje use his wrestling, but he's gonna have good defensive wrestling, and he's got knockout power and good leg kicks. I was like, he's gonna fucking beat Khabib. I thought he was the one. I watched that fight live. It was like at a weird time. I think I was like so fucking pissed. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know what the fuck he was doing. He went into that fight so weird with a weird stance too.
Yeah, but I love Gaethje. I love Holloway. I think Holloway. This Volkanovski's not on the other side of the octagon. It's his fucking time now. It's his time to get that belt back.
So you
It's
think
gonna be a
Holloway's
war
gonna win?
though. I think it's gonna be an absolute fuck. I think Holloway's gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a war because Ilya has shown that he can sit there under a ton of pressure, and just be right in the middle. Doesn't look scared at all. Like when you see him when he fought Volk, he stood in the center of the octagon and did not look not an ounce of nerves were going on. He was dead focused, like laser focused, dude. So I think it's going to be a war. I think Holloway's probably going to he'll bring the volume, and I think Ilya's going to be do a lot of countering. But I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks for that fight.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be one for the record books. I'm pumped to fucking watch that, dude. Are you going to watch it live?
Yeah.
Okay. And then all bias aside, how do you honestly see the Khamzat Whitaker fight going down? Like, you think Khamzat going to just take him down, wrestle him, and beat him like he did everyone?
I don't know, dude, because this is 5 rounds. So everybody had the issue with him and Usman when Usman chose 3 rounds and lost, and then he's like, I should have chose 5 rounds. It's like, everyone fucking told you to do that, and you didn't do it. So this is a huge test for him to see if his gas tank is good, because he is a blitzer. He's going to go in and just kind of fucking put his head down and try to run through you, whether it's striking, wrestling, everything. He's going to try to outwork you and tire you out. This is a big test. I think if it doesn't if Khamzat does not win within the first 2 rounds, Robert Whitaker is taking it home.
Okay, I agree. I like that.
If it becomes a marathon, Robert Whitaker has him dead to rights, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Have we seen Khamzat? Yeah, Usman hit him a few good times. I was going to say, like, he's going to get hit by Whitaker. We got to see how he reacts to it, but I think he's going to do the same thing. It's lucky he's got all the hype, because generally, if you fight like he does, the fans don't like you. Like, you're boring. You know, he doesn't even, like, the Kevin Holland fight was embarrassing in my opinion. He didn't even try to throw. Just dove for the legs immediately, and then obviously pieced him up. So I guess it worked, but it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, we'll see. I think if Khamzat wins it, it's kind of like a Conor McGregor type within the first 2. If he doesn't get it, it's not going his way.
Okay, I could see that. What else we got on the card? Magomed Ankalaev.
So I do, before we continue on this card, as disorganized as this is, I need to talk about Anthony Hernandez beating Michel Pereira last week. Anthony Hernandez has put his name on notice for that middleweight division. He murdered Michel Pereira through almost 5 full rounds. He ended up TKO. Pereira, you didn't watch the fights. You were at Molly's birthday party.
Yeah.
Anthony Hernandez, he's a guy, he's super tough. He kind of gets like ugly wins, like we'll get the shit beat out of him, and then like we'll get you in a submission and win. He weathered the storm in the first round, like the first like 2 couple rounds with Pereira. Pereira was so gassed at the end of the 4th round in my head, because dude, Hernandez was just take him down and just ground and pound. He landed 150 significant ground strikes in that fight.
Yeah, like I'm looking at it right here.
He whooped
19. Yeah, to 29.
Yeah, and 150 of them were on the ground.
Yeah.
So he worked him so bad after the 4th round. I go, literally Pereira, you can literally see has nothing left in the tank. He is exhausted. He's breathing out of his mouth. He's not putting any output, not even showing a sign of putting a strike out there. I sat there and I was like, if I was his coach, I'd throw in the towel, because I know he's not going to go in there and get anything done in the 5th.
Yeah, looking at these stats, looking at these stats, I was just going to ask you how his coaches didn't throw in the fucking towel.
Well, so they were telling him, like, oh, like, just a knee, because they knew he was going to shoot for it. And then, like, the 5th round, Hernandez went, the knee didn't land. I think it hit him, like, the chest or, like, his stomach. He just missed it. But that was literally the only strike that he was going to be able to deliver, was going to be a knee when he shot for it.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I'm like, doesn't look too damaged. Eyes maybe, like, a little swollen. But he literally, you can tell he's not going to do anything in the 5th round. He's fucked. He's completely gassed. No way.
But, dude.
5th round rolls around. Anthony Hernandez hit him with a fucking elbow and split his entire eyebrow. And I was just like, dude, you could have just saved him a huge fucking cut. You could have saved him all that shit if you just threw in the fucking towel. And I was sitting there, I'm like, it's not even like an ass kicking like the Cater, like Holloway, of like, oh, he's bleeding, like all this shit. It was like, no, he doesn't look too bad, but like he's so gassed, you know he's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
At the end of the 4th, I was like, they should just throw in the towel and just call the fight. just to save him, like to save him an injury because he didn't look bad, and then he got that huge fucking cut on his eye. I'm like, dude, what a fucking shit show.
But dude, imagine if he was losing like 219 strikes to 29, then the 5th round he landed a flush knee on the takedown and just slept the guy. How epic that would have been.
That would have been incredible.
Yeah,
It would have been incredible. But dude, Anthony Hernandez is a legitimate middleweight contender.
Yeah,
This
it looks like
October 2024, Anthony Hernandez put that middleweight division on notice, and then 2023, Joe Pyfer did the same thing for the middleweight division in October. October is just a crazy, crazy time for the middleweights.
Yep. Okay. All right. And you watched Rob Font on that card too? You liked it? Oh, dude, that fight kind of seemed lame. 65 to 50.
So Rob Font kind of was it the first round? He kind of lived on his back a little bit, and I was like, here we fucking go again. But then after the first round, he was able to get up really quick from any takedowns and stuff like that, and had like better defense. He looked a lot. He's looked the best he did as far as like ground defense and getting up than he has his entire career.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I think TriStar Gym has been a good decision and a good fit. But like I said, he's 37. If he's gonna make a run, it's now, which is why he left. That's the reason why he left the cartel. I completely agree. He doesn't have much time left if he wants to make a serious run at it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I didn't think of it that way. If he has to make a change, then now's the time. You know, you don't want to look back and regret never making the change.
Yeah, like I said, he's 37. I mean, usually, like we know how the age bias is in the UFC for being a champion and stuff. But if you're 37, it's like okay. Yeah. Maybe he probably knows he's like I only have like a few fights left. If I can get like a 3 more wins, he's in the mix. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping he can just work on his ground game and get himself ready, and hopefully he gets the chance. I'd love to see it.
Yep. All right, I'm with you. And then you want to go back to 308, or you want to keep talking about that fight card? Anything else?
Oh, no. 308's good. I just had to put that Anthony Hernandez is a fucking dog, an absolute dog, and I love him, and I cannot wait to see him fight again.
Yeah, that's noted. We'll clip that, so if he ever becomes a champion, we'll come back to this. Episode 13, Mikey said Anthony Hernandez might be a champion one day. So, and if he has a collapse like Kevin Lee, I'm gonna be able to hold you accountable for it. So I'm glad you said this.
Yeah, dude, hold me accountable. I'm never wrong. So good luck.
Well, yeah, you pick like Khamzat Chimaev. You've been wrong about him thus far, but none of his fans will say it because when he does.
Are you sure he's still undefeated? So
yeah,
wrong?
His one fight in the last like 3 years.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. He's still undefeated.
Oh, the one-eyed freak is fighting this weekend.
Yeah, Shara Magomedov. I think he's gonna mop the floor.
Yeah, he done.
I love him, too. Dude. I think he's another guy.
I'm surprised.
He's another guy in that weight division.
Is he actually blinding that out?
Pyfer would be such a fucking sick matchup.
Is he actually blinding?
I don't know, dude. It's cloudy. I don't think you can see shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm surprised they gave him clearance to fight. Like the fight commission allows him to fight.
Maybe he's like legally blind. I don't know. He could probably just play like I'm disabled, like you're a disableist, and then they just have to let him fight then.
Okay, and then dude, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'll put this in my parlay. Obviously, do not count out. I don't care how bad the odds are against him. Do not count out my guy Dan Ige.
I want Dan Ige too. He was gonna be part of my parlay.
He's a beast and he's tough guy.
Well, especially his last fight at Noche, he was on like 6 hours notice, and he was like at the bar and he just rolled up and he's like, "Hey, I'm ready to fucking bang."
Yeah, he's.
Or no, it wasn't Noche. It was like the few cuts before. He tried to get onto Noche after that fight. That was what he wanted.
Noche.
Danny gets a fucking beast.
Noche at the Sphere, right? The O'Malley card.
Yeah, he wanted to be on that card because it was like a few cards before he just kind of rolled up like on 6 hours notice or like whatever. It was something crazy. He was like literally sitting on his couch and he was like ready to go and they're like, all right, you're in.
Okay, yeah, I like that. He's a badass.
I
even knew that.
Became a big, gigantic guy. I'm in Ige's corner from here on out after that performance.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, So if should we go in? So the only fight I'm not really sure about, you might have some insight on this before I say my parlay, is the Ankalaev versus Rakic fight. Like, I'm guessing Ankalev's a heavy favorite.
I want Ankalaev. He is the heavy favorite. I've been an Ankalaev guy for a while. I was pretty disappointed when he had a draw with what's his name, Polish power there. The fuck's his name? The light heavyweight.
Jan.
Yeah, Jan. Yeah, he had the draw. I like Ankalaev. I'm a big fan of him. I'm surprised. So Dana has him. He told him if he has like a great win, he's the next in line for the lightweight title.
Okay. That'll be okay. So
there's a lot on the line for him coming up.
yeah, and he's only got one loss, one draw, like 19 wins. I'm sure he's a heavy favorite. All right, that's all I needed to hear. So I could do whenever you're ready to do. I like the new parlay thing. 'Cause I usually try to do a parlay every fight, just a little $10 one with good odds.
Yeah. I figure so. I said 5. We can just do like the entire pay-per-view, like the entire main card, because I think we both have enough knowledge to lay down. So I got Pirate, Ige, Ankalaev, Whitaker, Holloway.
Say your first one.
Pirate, the Shara Magomedov, the blind kid.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so wait, I think we might have this almost the same exact one. You have Ilya or Holloway?
Holloway.
Oh, dude, we have the same exact one. I got the one-eyed freak, Ige, Ankalaev, Whitaker, and Holloway. I'm surprised you chose Whitaker.
I want Chimaev, but I like the odds. I love the odds at Whitaker 205. Okay. That's the only reason why I picked Whitaker, was because the odds are plus 205. I'm like, oh, why would I take Chimaev at minus 250 when I think Robert Whitaker is a way close. I think that's like a pick 'em. If at like worst case, in my opinion, it's a really a pick 'em.
Do you have your DraftKings pulled up right now?
No.
I want to know the odds on the Geoff Neal versus Rafael Dos Anjos fight on the prelims. Because
so at least just looking at ESPN. What was it, Geoff Neal? Where is that fight? Geoff Neal's minus 290 favorite over RDA.
Yeah, so for anyone listening, if you're gonna gamble that night, I don't hate sprinkling a little bit on RDA as a heavy underdog. You know, I mean, don't go crazy on it, but I like those odds for him. He's still a beast.
Dude, he's 40 years old, dog.
He's a beast, bro.
He's dropped his last. He lost to Fiziev. He got knocked up by Fiziev. So he beat Moicano back in 2022. Lost to Fiziev, beat Barberena, then lost to Vicente Luque, and lost to Gamrot.
Yeah, so he's got a legit dude. He's only lost to beasts.
Yeah, I think Vicente Luque is kind of on a downward little spiral right now. He's on like a 3 or 4 fight skid.
Yeah.
And I was a big Vicente Luque guy in that welterweight division too. I love Vicente, but
yeah,
he's looked a little rough his last few fights.
I like Luque. I like the Argentinian guy Ponzinibbio. He's a beast too.
Was that the Noche kid?
No,
the Noche
kid is a beast though. I like that kid. Ponzinibbio.
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking
yeah. Ponzinibbio beat Mike Perry like 6 years ago. I became a fan of him.
I love
Geoff Neal knocked out Mike Perry though.
Geoff Neal, not Geoff. Jeff. It's Geoff Neal.
Is it Jeff? Why did they spell it?
It's
Why
Jeff.
did they spell it Geoff?
Geoff. I don't know. That's like an old Geoff. That's a way to spell it.
Well, either way, you're not going to put a bet on Geoff Neal at minus 290. So if you're going to sprinkle on something, sprinkle RDA. You heard it from me.
All right, we have. Is it guess the fighter now?
I think it's guess the fighter, dude.
Unless you have any more final words on this card. Chris Barnett's on the card. We'll sprinkle that in. Chris Barnett is on the card this week. He's like the fat black guy who did like the flip after he got the win.
Yeah.
That was like how he got like famous.
Oh, yeah, dude. I like that guy.
For that kid Kennedy, I don't think this kid fights it. Oh, he's a heavyweight? I always thought he was like a middleweight or like a light heavyweight. Yeah, he's Kennedy. He's a Nigerian kid. Yeah, he's a light heavyweight, 205. So I think this kid's going up to fight Barnett because Barnett couldn't fight the last time he was listed, so they pushed him back to this card.
Okay. That'll be exciting. We'll see how that one
There's
goes.
no odds on that fight, so it's probably a pick 'em.
Yeah.
I like Kennedy. Kennedy's a beast.
Okay. All right, that's noted. You ready to?
All right, so we have guests. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first for this one. We'll go every other. We could switch every time. You ready?
All right. Yep.
He's originally from Russia, but didn't train there. Okay, that's just the first one. You ready? His nickname is the Russian Hammer. Okay, you ready? He trained in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, is that the kid that Connor threw the fucking trolley through the bus door for?
Dude, I don't.
Is it that?
You better.
I don't know his name, but you
better know the name.
I don't know the name.
Hint number
but that
4.
was when Khabib.
Hint number 4. Khabib slapped him in Brooklyn, leading to a trolley getting thrown through a bus.
I don't know his name, so just I'm a dunce.
Clue number 5. Conor McGregor's sparring partner who turned on him, and now they're bitter enemies. Artem Lobov. Dunce, dude. Tell Kiki to make the dunce cap.
Kelsey, you got to make a dunce cap because I didn't know his fucking name, but I knew who he was. All right, I got mine. This should be a layup for you.
Okay.
Female fighter.
Okay.
So you get an extra hint. Started with Team Alpha Male, went to American Top Team.
Paige Van Zandt.
Fuck, dude, that was awesome. That was a good guess.
Yeah. I know.
I thought I was gonna make
Team Alpha Male.
Do you not like Team Alpha Male?
No, I do. I like them a lot. Like Dan's the one who doesn't like them.
Oh, who don't you like? The gym. Didn't you have a gym that you didn't like?
Maybe.
I feel like every once in a while a fighter rolls up, you go, I fucking hate that gym.
Probably. I mean, it's not coming to the top of my head, but probably like some of them rub me the wrong way. I think American Top Team is one of the best gyms, though, for just like.
Oh, I mean, it is the best gym.
Yeah, for like iron sharpens iron type training. Like I saw Dustin Poirier go from like the tough, gritty kid to actually one of the best strikers just from training there every day.
I like the Sanford gym. Gilbert and Chandler. Good gym.
Yeah, sounds fucking lame, actually.
Oh, dude, you don't like Gilbert? I love Gilbert, dude. He's gonna go down like in my book as like one of like the guys that like was so good but never won a belt.
Yeah, well, he got knocked out by a jab, so that didn't work out good for him. And I put money on him. I'll never forget him. I put a lot of money on him that fight. I was all in. And then he got KO'd via jab. Never seen it.
That's a tough look. That's a tough look.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like I'm a dunce, and you're not the dunce.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I'm the genius. We should have a genius cap if you get it after the first clue.
Dude, you went to Tampa, dude. You're a fucking idiot.
You froze there. You froze there because Pat's
Disco
link
Ball home
knew
at
you
the
were going to
Genius
make fun
Cap,
of my
Kelsey
college
said.
or something. So it cut out. The last thing I heard you say was, dude, you went to... Now you're frozen.
Justin?
Very frozen.
You're frozen there, pal.
Good thing it's the end of that episode.
Hello?
Say peace, Mikey.
He's gone. Peace.
Dude.
You here?
There, could you hear me?
Just froze for like a straight 60 seconds.
Dude, you froze, and the last thing I heard you say was, dude, you went to you, and then it cut out. I said, Pat's link knew you were going to talk shit about me, so it cut you out immediately.
Yeah, no, you went to Tampa, so you're not that smart. Second, Kelsey said that the Genius Cap should be a disco ball helmet.
No, that could be the dunce cap. Dude, is Kiki... What's Kiki trying to do here? What do you think this is?
All right, any closing remarks or any side notes leading into this weekend?
Follow us on Instagram, Talkin Malarkey. Our comment game is stepping up. We're at like 48 likes now, I think, on just 2 comments. I'm going to keep it. The thing about the comment game is that you have to be fast. You got to be one of the first ones because everyone will say like the same thing if it's a smart one, you know. But if you're one of the first ones, you'll get all the likes, and then you'll be on the top. But yeah, if we can be good, our comic game is going to be pick up a notch.
Beautiful. All right. I think that's it. Comment, like, subscribe, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Talkin Malarkey.
All right, peace.